Amazing. Welcome, beautiful faces. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I would appreciate for people. Hi, Anastasia. Hi, everyone. I would appreciate for people who turn on their cameras. I'll be able to give you a few secrets and things that I have. But let's make it a little bit more personal. If you can turn your on your camera, that'll be way better. So we can see each other. It's just, eye-to-eye connection is better. My name is Carlos, and I'm effectively a sales and marketing coach for tech professionals in a specific. And today we're gonna hang out a bit, and we're gonna learn how to supercharge you guys so that you can start making more money online. And it's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you, Hazel,
Great.
for turning on the camera. Whatever questions that you guys have throughout my presentation, feel free to either put it on the chat or just raise your hand. I'm I'm gonna start this party. Let's go. Here we go. All right. So why should you listen? My name is Carlos, as I said, and just like you guys, for the ones who have full-time jobs, I started right after university. I started as a project manager, full-time employee. But I always felt like coming from a third world country, I always felt like it was unfair for people in first world countries to make more money, even though I was either working more hours and doing the exact same type of tasks. I felt like it was unfair because the only difference between them in America or first world countries and me, it was my location, my zip code, and because they were doing the exact same type of tasks. So I took I took time, 5 years, to learn how to make money online to the point where I could get these transactions on a consistent basis. So these are projects for $4,000, $8,000, and things like that. So what we're gonna do today is that I want you to realize that you are ready to be able to do these things as well. That's the whole point of this presentation. You're taking the time today, and I'm going to show you what is your unfair advantage. I'm going to show you how you can take the first step today, not tomorrow, and not get more certifications, but today. I'm going to teach you how to take the first step today so that you can turn your tech skills and make it a money-making machine. All right, here we go. So effectively today, what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to hold a mirror for all of you live on call. I'm going to hold this mirror so that you can finally take a step back from the day-to-day tasks and feeling like you're working and jumping on Slack channels and daily stand-ups and all these things. I want you to take just a moment, and I'm going to hold the mirror so that you can finally see yourself from the perspective of someone who always felt a little bit insecure about your intelligence, your technical skills, and your capacity to actually bring value to the market. Because, in all honesty, I always felt afraid. I always felt afraid. Either I felt like I wasn't good enough to start offering my services online, or I felt like I wasn't good enough to go and charge the prices that I felt I deserved, or I never felt good enough or afraid that I was going to let some of my clients down because I needed 10 years of experience to start selling projects or getting better jobs. Once I started to get clients and actually get paid what I felt like I deserved, I realized that there is no need to have 3 PhDs or 14 master's degrees, nor 20 years of experience. You just need to know a little bit more than what the client knows, and you can get paid. So today I'm gonna hold this mirror so that you can see yourself through the eyes of someone who felt afraid of not being good enough. Because I want you to realize today that you are already good enough. Okay? So welcome to this masterclass. We call this the unfair advantage. This unfair advantage is everything that you already have. There's no need to get more certifications. There's no need to go and do more courses. With the things that you already know, you can start charging clients the prices that you feel like you deserve. And that's what we're going to do today. For everyone on call, I need you guys to either get a notebook, it can be paper or whatever, or your own WhatsApp chat or whatever notes that you have available. because today we're going to go through some questions that will help us visualize exactly your unfair advantage. I see the chat. Uh, okay, cool. So get ready. I'm going to go through inquisitive questions that will help us put you with your own awareness of your technical skills and how this can connect to potential clients. So right after these questions, we'll be able to show you how you can be of value within the marketplace. It can be Upwork or LinkedIn, whatever. But today we're going to hold this mirror, and we hold this mirror through answering these questions. So get ready. Here we go. Um, I need to know who is active because I want to make this really interactive. So put a one in the chat for me if you're going to answer these questions and you're ready to go to this masterclass. Everyone in the chat, Anis, okay, good to see you. Yeah, thank you. We have 4 people so far. We're gonna go to these questions so we can. Okay, Sergi, I knew. I saw your picture, bro, and I knew you were a real one. All right, Valley. Yeah, good. All right, do we have enough people? Great. So we're gonna go through these questions, and again, this is going to help you see yourself as a form of value within the freelance marketplace. Okay, so here we go. First things first, you personally, my friend, you personally, what are you looking for specifically in your career? What are you trying to achieve? You can screenshot this question, you can write it down, whatever. I'm only going to give you 10 seconds per specific question. What are you looking to achieve specifically? What are you looking for specifically? You're taking the time today to listen to me. You don't even know me. This is a Zoom call. This is time of your calendar that you could effectively be doing something else, but you're here today, right? So you're taking the time to get better. So why are you here today specifically? Why are you looking to make more money online specifically? Why are you looking to invest your time to connect with potential clients and give them services? What are you looking for specifically? Okay, next question. What are you currently doing to actually achieve what you're looking for right now? And don't tell me, hey, Carlos, I am going through this Udemy course, because the technical skills, 99% of you already have. I want to know what are you doing for specifically for you to connect with potential clients. Do you have your own protocol in Upwork where every day you send at least one proposal? Are you logging into GigRadar on a daily basis at least to see the movements? Are you practicing with a friend to role play, how to pitch your services? What are you doing for specifically? Are you on LinkedIn doing networking? What are you looking for specifically to achieve your goal? 10 seconds. How long have you been doing it this way? How long have you been in LinkedIn or Upwork sending proposals or whatever is it that you have been doing? How long have you been doing it? Is it months? Is it years? How long have you been doing things this way? Do you honestly feel like if you keep doing the things that you're doing, you're going to get to your specific result as fast as you want it to be? How long have you been waiting? How long have you been waiting to get to your result? How long have you been waiting? Now we're going to hold the mirror that doesn't look as good sometimes. Why do you feel like the things that you have been doing for the amount of time that you have been doing it that way isn't getting you to your results as quick as possible? What's missing? What is it that you're currently doing that is not helping you reach those clients, helping you get to your goals? What are the behaviors on a daily basis that you're doing that is not really helping you? Be as detailed as possible here, my friend, because this is what we need to fix. This is what we need to change. Again, we're holding a mirror. This is a little bit emotional. Leaving the money to the side, why is it truly important for you to actually reach your goals? Why is it important for you to build your agency? Why is it important for you to get a better job? Why is it important for you to go and network with thought leaders or people who you can see that they have a better level in their careers? Why is it important for you to be here, really? Are you trying to support your family in a better way? Do you want to go become a digital nomad, travel the world? Do you want to buy better computer, leave the money out to the side? Why is it important for you? Do you want to impact your family? Do you want to be an inspiration for someone? Do you want to show them that it's possible? Are you a little bit frustrated because it feels like it's unfair, but you know you have technical skills and you can help people? You just need to be able to talk to them and influence them so that they can trust you and you get paid and you can finally be an inspiration for someone. Do you think today is the day where you can commit to your specific goals, dear friends? Is this moment where we're all connected through this technology, this Zoom call, is today a good moment for you to truly commit to yourself and do everything that is required to finally reach your goals and be an inspiration and not feel frustrated that sometimes it feels like we're not getting paid as much as we should? Is today a good day for you to commit to yourself and prove to yourself that it was possible? Congratulations, dear friend. This is what we call your North Star. I'm gonna write it on the chat. This is your North Star. That's what we just did. We have used the specific questions to dissect exactly what you want and why you want it. So, congrats. Put a one in the chat, my friend. If you finally realize what's your North Star and why you want it, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Was everything clear? Was one of the questions unclear? Hit me with a one in the chat if your North Star is clear. I need to see the chat. Amazing, 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 amazing. All right, my friends. So that was your North Star. That was your North Star. That was the first step towards you finally realizing what's your unfair advantage. So we can proceed. Here's the thing, my friends. I'm teaching you sales right now. This is what's happening. I'm teaching you sales with the specific questions that I use myself to sell my projects, and I'm giving them to you while you experience them so that you can experience what the potential prospects and clients feel when you ask these questions. The only difference between you as a resource, as a simple developer or the designer or as a marketer versus a consultant is the fact that you can ask inquisitive questions that make self-evident to founders, C-level managers, or high-value clients that you can understand their business pains, their needs, their challenges, and then make a proposal against those needs. That is the secret. That is the only thing. You need to be able to ask inquisitive questions that make self-evident that you can understand their pains and make a technical proposal to help them achieve those goals. That's the only secret, my friend. That's sales. So the questions that we went through on the North Star part of this presentation is the same questions that I use when I talk to founders and high-level managers to understand exactly what they want and why they want it. Okay, I know that there's going to be a transcript of this presentation, so feel free to quite literally just say those questions in your sales calls. And you'll be surprised the amount of information and data you can gather from a potential buyer. And they love to answer these questions because no one is asking these things. So once we gather this information, you understand something. If you don't have a story, there's no way for you to influence people. If you don't have a story, dear friend, you can't influence people. People buy people, and people buy stories. The good thing is, no matter your skill set, your specialization, or is whatever hard skill that you do, there's always a story. And there's always a story from the client's perspective, and there's always a story from your perspective. The mirror that we're holding today, my friend, is the mirror of your story. Thanks to you understanding your story, your North Star, you can finally understand how powerful it is to understand your prospect's stories. And you can then connect on a heart-to-heart level. Heart-to-heart level, where is the sales tactic? Where is the thing? Well, people by people. There's always going to be a heart-to-heart connection. So welcome to the unfair advantage formula. I'm going to explain it super fast because I'm already 20 minutes. So here we go. Welcome to competence triggers, right? So this unfair advantage, it's a series of pillars, series of 6 pillars that you need to master, and you don't need to master everything at the same time. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain this super fast. Competence triggers. Once we're talking to high potential clients, high value entrepreneurs, founders, thought leaders, they are looking super fast for these competence triggers. Competence triggers are knowledge. This is the most basic one. So the things that you know, the things that you know and the things that you don't know. That's why technical interviews are a thing, because they need to validate exactly what you know. And then your skills, the implementations of the things that you know. Then your experience, everything of your story that you have been through, the good, the bad, the ugly, the amazing, thanks to the things that you know being implemented. The behavior, extremely powerful, my friend. Many founders on a daily basis tell me that they rather hire someone who is really nice to work with than someone who knows it all but is a pain in the ass. Very common, very common. People by people. Then the performance, how you perform on a daily basis based on the goals, and obviously the goals that you have either for your career or the goals associated to your clients. These are the 6 pillars of competence. So I'm sharing this with you so that you can hopefully screenshot it and be like, okay, so this is sales. I mean, it's only 6 pillars. It's not like this woo-woo, super complicated, impossible endeavor that I need to practice for 3 years to be able to sell these projects. Nah, it's just 6 things. Just 6 things and 7 questions for you to kill it on a sales call. Hopefully this makes sense. We continue. All right. We're getting closer and closer to the meat of this thing. Meet Larry. I call this guy Larry. Larry is what I call a yes sir, yes sir. Larry is a yes sir type of dude. He's a nice guy, he's smiling. But he comes to a sales call, he comes to a networking event looking to gather up whatever the customers or prospects need. So this is what it looks like. You jump on a sales call, you jump on a networking call, you jump on a potential partnership or synergy type of call. And if your predisposition is to simply take notes of whatever order the prospect or the potential buyer or the potential partner is telling you, and he's like, hey, yeah, I need a website and I need a logo, or hey, yeah, I need a chatbot because uh, chatbots are right now super famous, whatever. So you're just taking notes. Okay, so you need a chatbot. Okay, so you need a website. Okay, so you need a database integration. Okay, so you need more leads. If you're just only saying, if you're just taking notes of whatever the client is telling you, then you're not asking the questions that make evident that you understand the business needs. This is the yes, sir syndrome. Avoid the yes, sir syndrome at all costs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to be a consultant. You want to be this, you have a predisposition to say no, actually. Take a look at the Zoom chat. I'm writing stuff down. Avoid the yes, sir syndrome and have a predisposition to say no. Clients don't really know what they want. Clients don't really know what they need. Clients usually just need three things: either more money, more freedom, or more time. More money, freedom, more time. They don't need a chatbot. They don't need a website. They need more money, more freedom, or more time. Your technical offer is the vehicle that we can use to help them achieve the more money, or achieve the more time, to achieve the more freedom. So if your predisposition right now is that you book a call through Upwork and you go there to take notes as if you were Larry, only taking an order, then you don't really care about the business needs. And this is the big secret. This is the big secret. Avoid being Larry at all costs. Avoid being Larry at all costs. Put a one in the chat, please, if this makes sense. And if you have any questions in a specific, hit me up in the chat. Once in the chat, what's in the chat makes sense. Say no to what? Yeah. Say no to whatever first ideas they have. Thank you, Philip. That's a great question. So say no to what? Well, most clients jump on calls saying, "Hey, I need a chatbot and I need it by tomorrow." If you're starting in your freelance career, you want to say yes to everything. If you have a predisposition to say no, instead of jumping into that conversation, you're like, okay, wait a sec. Why exactly do you need a chatbot? And why exactly do you need it by tomorrow? Especially in Upwork, this is like super common. Anything that does not fit their need is shiny objects. Yeah, exactly. Diagnose the problem first. Okay, yeah. And we diagnose the problem thanks to the inquisitive questions that I shared with you previously. There are many, many different inquisitive questions, but you want to see yourself as a doctor, yeah? So now that we have GPT available, you can pretend that you know the problem that you have in your own body. Hey, yeah, I need a pill for X, Y, and Z. But the doctor is always going to ask you, okay, does your mom has this illness or whatever? It's going to go through a diagnosis. So when I say have a predisposition to say no, is me ensuring that you will not be a Larry, avoiding the yes sir syndrome. How can I make my story? How can I ask this? Anis, you are asking the best questions. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a GPT agent that is gonna actually help you how to craft your story. So I just need to go to this last slide and we can do it. Wow, you guys on this, amazing. So biggest differences between Larry and a high level consultant. Larry jumps on the call and he's ready taking orders. Yeah. He's ready taking orders and he's all nervous. Yeah. So you want a burger with cheese and whatever. Yeah. I need a chatbot or you need a Facebook campaign. So he is like, what do you need me to build? Sir, please, can you tell me what you need so I can do? Right. The high value consultant, he's looking to understand the business outcomes. Right. So that's what I mean by have a predisposition to say no. Because if you have a predisposition to say no, then there's no way for you to have a predisposition to say yes. If you say no, you take time to actually understand the business needs, the challenges, the problems, and then act as a high value consultant. The newbie. takes requests, right? He just taking orders. The high value consultant asks strategic questions before prescribing anything. The newbie says yes to everything. The high value consultant pushes back. He needs data. He needs data, and he can deploy empathy on a conversation. He doesn't have to be an asshole. Hey, that's stupid. You don't need a chatbot. Hey, that's stupid. You don't need a Facebook campaign. He asks questions. He's very data driven. The newbie is focused on features. The high value consultant is focused on results. People only need three things: more time, more money, more freedom. Right? So the high value consultant is focused on goals. Hope that makes sense. All right. So I have created a GPT agent that is going to help you dissect your story, my friend. And I'm going to share it with you for free because I love you all, because I want everyone to make more money. Here we go. So in the chat, you will get access to what I call the positioning agent. Philip, good to see you, man. Thank you for turning on that camera. Nice smile, nice smile. Amazing. See, I just wanted to see all your beautiful faces. Come on, next time. Next time we do this party, we'll hang out. So in the Zoom chat, my friends, there's going to be a free agent that is gonna ask you a bunch of questions. We have four different workflows, and you just wanna go through them all. Just click the first option. This is, hey Danish, good to see you, man. Hey man, hi, hey, nice, amazing. So four different workflows, yeah? Just go through all the workflows. This is very simple. You click on the first workflow, it's gonna start asking you questions. Just take the time and answer the questions because you wanna be able to dissect your story. Through dissecting your story, you can finally see yourself in this mirror and you'll see your superpowers. So when a potential buyer or a potential new hiring manager, or you are in a hiring processes or whatever, you're talking to a founder and they hit you with the classic, hey, why should I hire you, Philip? Hey, why should I hire you, Dinesh? You have the undeniable bullets of the reasons why. So today I just want to have you guys take the time to see yourself. Because when I started, I always felt insecure when I was surrounded by you. When I was surrounded by people like Dinesh or Philip, when I was surrounded by people like Anish, I always felt insecure because I am not particularly smart, my friends. But you guys are fucking smart. And I started closing deals and making more money just because I was really good at telling stories. And it's unfair. And you know what's unfair? Your own story. It's a pleasure for me to share with you these tactics and these methods. I love all of you, and I cannot wait to see the results. All right. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trusting. And I know we're going to do a round two of this. So, sending much love to all of you. Thank you for spending time. That's it for today.
Thank you very much, Carlos, for this insightful talk. Hope you guys like this. Thank you. So we can see here in the chat many feedbacks, and that says that, yeah, that was amazing. Um, uh, we have still a little bit of time. So if you guys have some questions, can we cover them? Are you open for the questions? Okay, great. Perfect. So do you guys have questions? If so, you can just drop them in the chat. Wow, finding friends. That's great.
All right. So AI agents are hot right now. What are the tools to learn this quickly? Amazing question. Okay. So, Anis, there are many different ways to go about this for sure. Just like I just shared with you, a GPT agent that I crafted myself through a little bit of prompt engineering. For sure, mastering the art of creating GPT agents is a great way to start for free. But if you wanna offer a service in a specific, then I would suggest the following. Botpress. You remember back in the day where the CMS was like a huge thing when we had things like WordPress, for example, and we were selling Upwork sites for like $1,500. So Botpress is very similar right now. So if agents and chatbots are hot right now, just like back in 2010, it was like the CMS era. WordPress is the equal of WordPress back in the day. Very simple, many solutions pre-built already, drag and drop. Very simple to understand. The dialogue flows and the deployment is extremely simple. So this is like a 7 hour step of review, 2 hour step of tests, and you are ready to build a chatbot and you can charge $1,000 for. I've seen it in fitness. I've seen it in GHL is worth it. I've been debating. Yes, important to know every tech stack can be sold. Yeah, everything can be sold. So it's not like you're gonna choose something and just because you either went with chatbots or GHL, then you're making $10,000 on the side. So choose a technology based on your goals, short, mid, and long term. If you want to do GHL, I'm assuming you want to master the art of systematizing processes in the backend for businesses because GHL is what's hot today. But what if tomorrow there's like a Salesforce X and is way better? So then you have to pivot, yeah. But you will stick to the dynamics of the service, meaning backend systems automatizations. So either chatbots or GHL are quote unquote worth it. Just choose something that you feel like you want to master. WordPress dev money. Okay, WordPress developer. I made money in the last 5 years, but business is very slow now. Yeah, WordPress developer business is slow. We will have to see why for sure. As business owners, we have to ride the waves that are hot. So I would consider moving on to Shopify, that is extremely hot today, especially because they have the Copilot. So it's actually helping e-commerce businesses. But I would have to talk to you more in depth to be able to diagnose. But WordPress is very slow, my friend, especially now that we have text to landing page type of tools. So I would be a little bit worried to stick to a technology that's 15, 20 years old. That's just that we work in tech, it's just the nature of business. Should my story be related to a case study? Yep, 100%. This is 100% true. So, my recommendation for everyone on call, when you're applying to jobs or when you're looking to have a negotiation with a company, every every resume, every cover letter must be targeted. Targeted. So, what I mean by that is, you cannot just have one cover letter. You cannot just have one type of resume. Usually I have 5 to 7 different resumes depending on the specific needs of the client or the company or the potential founder, whatever. Because you want to make self-evident that you are the specific fit for what they need. So you're not lying. You're just changing the language of the cover letter or the resume so that it fits perfectly to what they need. That's it. Amazing. Just one thing, you can also hit me up. I mean, for everyone on call, if you're serious about your career, you really want to grow, you want to get things to the next level. This is me not pitching anything. I'm not gonna sell anything to anybody in here. I'm saying this live on call. I'm not gonna sell you anything, okay? But hit me up if you have specific questions. That's my Instagram. Again, I'm not selling anything at all. Don't even ask me for my services, okay? But if you have specific questions, I'm happy to help.